Hi guys, this is Marianne, and it's already the middle of June, but I was not able to film a flip through video of my 2 pages per day for May. A lot of things have happened in May, which had spilled over to June, and it's not over yet, but I'm dealing with it, and things are okay. Um, I can't say things are going perfect because there's um, there's still so many things to deal with, but I am so glad to say that my Filofax was a very, very important and crucial instrument in this battle that I am going through, and I would not know how I would have dealt with everything if not for my Filofax. Um, I've already archived the May pages because I had to take them out in order to have space for the June pages on my Filofax. So I've already archived the May 2 pages per day, and I'm just going to flip through the pages. And I'm not going to say anything much until I get to a day in which I feel like I have to say something. So here's May. This is my HyperDex color key since April 28, 2014. Nothing has changed. And this is a teeny tiny list. Oh, it's a big list of things that I would like to buy when I have time and cash. As you can see, I have purchased nothing. And now we get to the actual days. Medicines to buy. Busy day because it's a Monday. And this is what happened. While I was going home from the dentist, I had a car crash. I crashed into a car, and it was my fault because it was at an intersection that had a lot of construction activities going on, and there were like heavy machinery going around, and heavy machinery parked here and there, and mounds of sand and cement here and there, and there was a blind spot, and I didn't really pay attention to it, so I crashed into a car. It was my fault. What happened was I was here going there. It's an intersection, and he was going there. What happened was he was already past the middle of the intersection, so he already had the right of way to begin with. What happened was that when he was here, I crashed into him, and we went like that. So what happened was he was going slow. There was a mound of I don't know, a mound of something here and here, so he probably didn't see me as well, but he was slower than I was. So what happened was, again, like that. So my car is okay now. Actually, I was able to find a way to have it fixed, although at the picture it really looked like a total wreck. But I have a good mechanic, and I don't have money to buy a new car, and I don't want to buy anything on credit. So I just made all of those powers come together, and now my car is back to what it used to be. But I learned one very important lesson about seat belts. Seat belts lock upon impact. Seat belts lock in order for you not to um, get thrown forward through the windshield, which is fatal. However, even when you have a seatbelt on, um, the seatbelt only anchors your shoulders. Your neck is still not anchored. So because you went like this, because you went like that, the impact was big, and my neck whiplashed to the left, so I hit my head on my window, which was closed. and also my arm went like that and hit something on my car door, and then my left thigh whiplashed also to the left and hit the handle on my car door, so I had a big bruise on the left side of my left thigh. As for my waist, where the seatbelt was, I didn't have any problems in the right part of my body, but it hurt for a couple of days. So that's what I learned about seatbelts. It only prevents you from going from being thrown around in your car or being thrown out of your car. But there are some parts of your body that will still get um, bumped around or injured, but they are very minor. They will be very minor. And the parts that, like the arm and the leg, are not vital organs, but you have to watch out for your head. I just had some swelling and tenderness in the left part of my head, but and my a part of my left arm had an open wound on it, and it was swollen for a couple of days, and there was that bruise on my thigh. But otherwise, I'm okay. The other driver was completely unhurt because we were going that way. We were going that way, and his damage was only here, but my damage was the entire front. So we were able to talk about it, how to deal with it, and he was very, very decent. And that car was an SUV that was just 1 month old. So you can just imagine, if it were you, you would be, you would be irate. And irate would be an understatement. You would really, really, really be going ballistic. And I could see that. I could see his anger because it was not his fault. I could see his anger, but I could also see his restraint. He never cursed me. He never shouted at me. He never laid a hand on me. He just said, "What have you done?" I no longer remember what I answered because I was still in shock. But he told me that my answer was, "I don't know." So we all went to the traffic bureau and arranged everything and had an agreement about payments and repairs and deadlines, so things like that, insurance and papers, the car registrations, the driver's licenses were photocopied and by the traffic bureau authorities and things like that. So that was that day. Bad day, accident. But I'm lucky that no one got hurt and nobody died, and there was just the two of us actually in that intersection. So that's my 6. And I did not go to work on the next day because I was feeling bad, and I really didn't want to see anybody. I just wanted to take sanctuary, and my doctor told me to observe my head for 24 hours. On the evening of this day, it was already the 24th hour because the car crash happened at night. So on the evening of this day, it was already the 24th hour. So on the next day, my parents drove to me from the province, and then this is the entire time that we were at the hospital getting x-ray, getting this and that and this and that and this and that, and we had to follow the line because it was not an emergency case, and we had to talk to my HMO and personal accident insurance stuff and police reports and things like that. I had to submit that, copies of that, and there. So Thursday, and then my boss actually told me not to come for work on Friday and take the rest of the week off, which is very kind of her. So then, that was the weekend, and it's the weekend, stayed home all day, taking sanctuary. And now here comes Monday. My first day at work after my car crash, and my time off work after the car crash. And there were a lot of things to do. Of course, there were a lot of things to do, and they even spilled over here. That's how it is with my Mondays, and this is like a double toxic Monday because I was away for a while. But I was also not able to accomplish a few things because for lack of time, although I really tried my best because I didn't want my Tuesday to be too cluttered, and also I was using my work on Monday to help take my mind off the car crash. So I buried myself in work, which was therapeutic. But there were some things that could no longer be done for lack of time. And I am thankful for this day because it means that I am well enough to do all these. Was well enough to go to work on time. I was at work at 6:30 and I left at 6 o'clock. And I am just thankful that I had the energy and the time and the, the, the the mental ability to be able to do all these, because for me to be able to do a lot of things on my file of facts means I'm okay, I'm productive, and things are okay. So that's the Monday after the crash. And then we have this one. This next page is very simple, not much. I think it's because my boss is trying to make things easy for me. And then, as usual, what did I do? Oh, I went to my psychiatrist, and then I went to my dentist on May 17th. The rest of the week I was just home. And what's this? Oh, new medication schedule starting. Why did I have... Oh, because I went to my psychiatrist, she changed my medication. And I had to finish first. Yeah, I had to finish first the week that she has set for me, and then after that I was going to start on this new medication schedule and the new medicine as well, and car mechanic and money to find because I have things to pay for, like mechanic and my dues to the person that I bumped, and legal miscellaneous fees for legal matters and insurance matters. Here, that's my Friday. I've moved this to May 27, and then new meds starting at 24 May. What day is this? It's 24 May, so the new meds started here, and I visited my car and the mechanic, and that's really just it. Medicines to buy, and 27. On the 20th of May, we took a flight to Boracay Island. It's one of the best vacation islands in the country because of its pure white sand, which has absolutely no lead in it. It's very fine and very cool to the feet and to the body. And our flight was at 2 something. I forgot. I had the details. I have the flight itinerary somewhere here. So that is Boracay. Boracay. I was with my son, who is turning 14, my sister, her daughter, who is like 11, and my sister's boyfriend. It was a treat for my dad, actually, because my son was turning 14 on June 1, and my dad treated us all to this trip. He purchased the plane tickets for us back and forth, and my sister used her membership card for Astoria Hotel, which gave us 2 bedrooms absolutely free for 4 days and 3 nights, or 5 days and 3 nights, I think, but I can't remember. And so this is it. This is Boracay. I am elsewhere. That's why it's 10, but I'm with family. And sleep, sleep, and personal stuff there. It was a really good experience because it's my first time of being there. And 31 May, we were still in Boracay because our flight back was June 1. So that's May. And because I was in Boracay for the first time in May, I had a lot of ephemera. Where is it? There you are. I now keep my archives this way, by the way. It's the ephemera. See these receipts. This is the label from the Coletto 5-barrel that Tracy Reinhardt sent me as a swap, and I never took it off. And on 20 May, it came off all by itself, so I stuck it here. I do things like that. And these are the labels for the swimwear that I purchased for Boracay, and the protective film from the goggles. Can you imagine? I still keep those things. Labels. This is our itinerary. Boarding passes. Baggage claim. Terminal fees. Baggage tags. Stuff. And then we had to take a boat, so there were all of these fees. Okay, I kept them all. And then I had to purchase a waterproof bag because although my iPhone 5 is already in a life-proof case, which is completely waterproof, sandproof, dustproof, shockproof, until it's under 6 feet of water, and you can drop it without damaging it from 6 feet. So although I already had that case, I still purchased a waterproof bag so I can put some money into it, and the key to our hotel room, and my eyeglasses. And this is I'll describe it here. This is the leaf that was in our welcome drink at Astoria, Boracay, 28 May. That's the day we arrived. I put it in a Ziploc bag. That's how I keep mine. So we had 2 rooms. 203 and 204. And then this is the internet access. And this is the leaf from the very large tree that we stayed under by the beach. I took the leaf from that. And this is the sand. It's not pure white, but it's very, very fine. And it's actually made up of not completely white, but there are tiny flecks of red, green, and I see black, and a little bit of silver, and orange, and it's very, very strange. It's a very strange color. I took samples of that as well. And then this is the label from the water bottle. Water bottles in Boracay are labeled according to what store you purchased them from. So this was purchased from Happy Dreamland, and this is my first time on a zip line. And this is my son, who it's also his first time on the zip line. I already scanned these photos before I cut them to fit my file packs. And this is a flower I took from Happy Dreamland, where we did the ATV ride, viewing tower, sky cycle, 3D museum, and bird farm. 29 minutes. And this would be the table napkin from the free dinner held during the seminar, blah blah blah, invitation to the seminar, and some ephemera from our hotel room. And ephemera is this used to hold soap. This also used to hold soap. And this is the water from Astoria, Boracay. and some more stuff taken from the room. Massage fly leaflet that was given to me, and I had some of these made. One was for me. It's a keychain that they engrave right in front of your eyes, and then I bought one for each of the members of my family. This was the sticker that we had to place on the breast of our shirt, so that the people at the boat, at the terminal for the boat, would recognize where we were coming from, because apparently that means something to them. I mean, they might have seats reserved for people from Astoria, but I didn't really understand. And my son got a cold at some point, so this is what I gave him. It's Zynozic. We dissolve it in warm water. And then again, this is on our way back. It's June 1. But it's here because I wanted all ephemera for Boracay to be in one place. Some of these boarding passes, baggage claim stubs, and my packing list. Of course, I cannot go anywhere without a packing list. And what is this? What I bought and will bring back, because this will be the same packing list I will be using, that I have used when I went back, and these are the additional ones. And then I have my journal here, and then the 2 pages for this and me. So basically that's how I organize my archives now. I'm missing one, but I'm going to buy another set this afternoon, so it's going to be complete. This is how I keep my archives now, like that. To compare it with the previous one. This is for February, March, and April. This one is just for May. And I make them stand up like that. So if I need to access or go back to something, it will be easy for me. So first, the ephemera. Second is the journal. Third would be the 2 pages per day, and then ephemera, journal, 2 pages per day, ephemera, journal, 2 pages per day, ephemera, journal, 2 pages per day. It keeps even my archives organized, and this thing that becomes like that every time I put it this way no longer annoys me really, because if it's loose enough, I mean, if the place that I put it in is loose enough, I can just, you know, flip through it in this manner, especially the 2 pages per day, and, you know, take a peek at a day which I am tracing. So things like that. And that is my May, and a little chit chat. Let me put it here. That is my May 2 pages per day flip through, and a little bit of chit chat. And I might not be able to make any. I have to find a way to fix this. But anyway, I won't probably be able to make any videos for now, because I am dealing with a lot of things. But I'm thanking all of you for the support that you have been giving me, the private messages and the postings in our groups. And some people were actually concerned why I have not uploaded a video lately, and I really appreciate that. They send me a message through my Etsy store, through private message, and but I try not to scare my friends for no reason. So I keep posting on Facebook that I'm okay, and then try to find happy pictures to let my friends know that they don't have to be scared for me, because one thing I don't like is to scare my friends. It's enough that they know that I'm going through something, but I don't want them to feel terrified for me, because I don't want to torture my friends needlessly. So this is it. This is how it looks like. So that's it. That's my video for today, for the May 2 pages per day and how I have set up my archives. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.